Yeah, we gotta let a couple people come in the chat. Oh yeah, it's following. I gotta have it. There we go. We got at least one person in the chat. Could be me. Let's see. Flint's in the house. Hey Flint, can you hear me? We're gonna do a little microphone test. We need Greg. We need to see if Greg can hear us, or you can hear Greg. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to it's loading here. Testing, testing. Hello, hello.
Test 1, 2.
Flint, Flint, can you hear us? What's up, Don?
Gary Riggs.
What's up, Gary?
Don Buchwald.
Don's already here.
Flintster.
Don said Fireball.
Flintster. I got your message on YouTube. Thank you.
He got sent something from me. I forgot already. I think it was the Eco Wash. All right, so it's a little quiet. I wonder how to turn that up. I don't know how to adjust it, but can you hear Greg? Can you hear Greg and can you hear me, or is it kind of like?
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
We're testing the microphones, guys. Can you hear us? I just want to before we get going. What's up, Rick Smith? I'm always drinking coffee, Gary. Drink a little. Let's say it's decaf for the sake of sanity. A little decaf espresso. Mic isn't working, Dan. Okay, that's not good. Swipe down twice from the top screen to access the system. And he was
Raise the volume.
Let's see if I can. I might have to do this.
Rick.
Hopefully it's all right.
Don.
Maybe we just gotta be really loud. But it's okay.
Oh, it says Greg Animo says they can hear me fine. They can't hear you.
Okay, they can't hear me. Let me maybe move this a little closer. Okay. I have a hat. Let's see if that works. Is this strong enough for a hat? Well, I can clip it.
Yeah, everybody's saying you're a little low.
Okay. All right, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Good. Remember those Sprint commercials?
The who?
The Sprint commercials.
Oh yeah.
Years ago. Can you hear me now? Good. All right, testing. What does it say? Everything good? Is it
No response yet. People are slow typers.
Same as before. Interesting. So what did they swipe down on the what? I don't want to waste too much time on this.
To raise the volume on the DJI Mini controller,
swipe down twice from the top of the screen to access the system menu.
Oh,
the Mini,
on the controller?
Increase gain. Oh, here we go. I think this is what we do.
Yeah.
I think this is what this thing is for. Maybe.
Oh, there we go.
How about this? Can you hear me now? Is this a little bit better? I'm increasing the gain, I think. What's up, Wes?
Wes Cat.
This is why you started a little bit early. Is this a little bit better? What if I set this up to 12? Does this make it any better or different? How about this? Testing now. No, still sucks. Oh, damn. Well, that's not cool. I guess Greg's the star of the show tonight.
Let's switch.
Oh, gosh. I wonder what the issue is. I'm not very familiar with these microphones. I've used them like twice. Okay, so I'm shifting. We're switching microphones. Greg, put Dan on your back. That's funny. I don't know what this is. Yeah, very odd. I don't know. We'll deal with what we got. Okay. We'll deal with it.
No, battery's good, Keith.
Okay. Not sure. Yeah, I think the batteries are all good.
All right, we got 20.
Yeah, we got 20 people in the house. What's up? My name is Dan. This is Dan's Diamond Detailing. We got Greg in the house. You want to say your YouTube name?
At G Seybold, at GSEYBOLD, or as Keith would say, at GSEY Bold.
Yes, Greg's Bold, right? What if I take this brain out? Maybe this will help. I wonder if the audio will also get better too. Who knows?
No, there.
Yeah. What's up, Vice?
Only one mic working. It's Dan's. This green light is on.
Oh, let's see here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, testing. Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, this is why I don't use these mics. It's hard with two people.
We have to lip read Greg.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, this is for you, Brandon.
Well, I wanted to kind of briefly go over the Fireball line very briefly because Greg's here, so we were going to kind of like have a little bit of more fun. Maybe I back up the car. I'll back up the car to out there and see if yeah, we should have got the mics a little bit situated. It's hard to kind of test these mics. I really don't know how to test them without hearing a third party here. Okay. And we'll get the pressure washer. It takes a second here.
Greg, you're smart. Fix your microphone.
Ooh. Sheesh. You didn't see that. That keg loves to
roll.
Yeah, to end on the ground. I put on the dolly there. How is everybody guys doing? How's everyone's Friday evening? I don't know what to do with Greg's mic, or I don't know what to do. You think that middle part does anything with the audio? There's like a twisty part.
I'm going to try. I'm going to shut this off real quick. Turn it back on.
Cause and then the brain, it's not gonna, needs to reverse. Cool. All right, so now this is following us.
All right, does this open at all?
I don't think so. I think there's this button for syncing,
Okay.
and then this twists for like +12, +6, negative. Oh, I got the worst breath right now because I just had a hot pot earlier. So while Greg is getting situated, I'm going to briefly go over a couple of the Fireball items that we're going to be trying today. Perfectly. So the two they have like, this is like one shampoo called the Superstar Car Shampoo, and it comes in 4 flavors. I only have 2 right now. Flavors, right? The scents, fragrances. This one's kind of like a honey, honey banana. And this one's like a papaya something or other. I like this smell a lot. And they have 2 other, I think like Mondo's favorite is grape. I think they got a grape one. And then I think the green one is like a pine, like a pine cedar smell, but I don't have those 2. But tonight I'm going to be giving away to 3 lucky winners at the end of this show, #Fireball. I'm going to fill 3 of these 4-liter bottles, because a half an ounce in a 4-gallon.
4 liter? You mean 4 ounce?
Yeah, 4 ounces. Sorry, 4 ounces. 4 ounces is pretty much like 8 washes, right? So even this small bottle will give you about 8 washes. And to the 3 winners, I'll let you choose if you want the yellow one or the red one. I'll let you figure that one out. What's up, Greg?
I was just going to say that before we started, we were over here doing a sniff test on these fragrances, on these shampoos and chemicals. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're really pleasant. I'm not the biggest fan of the banana smell. I have a hard time liking bananas because it's like usually mostly very artificial, but the honey part behind it's very sweet. I'm looking forward to seeing how those work. And then eventually we're gonna try this. You want to show this one? This is called Show Car Shampoo. It's in a 100 milliliter bottle. It's 1 to 1,000. So very concentrated, very lubricious, or so it says. And the smell is wonderful. I think I spoke with the lead distributor and installer for the United States for Fireball for about 2 hours last night, and he says they're basically phasing out Pearl shampoo and Car Show shampoo are very similar. They're phasing out Pearl. So if you ever deep dive, that's the difference between the two. They're pretty much the same. And we're gonna come in with Snow Foam.
Yeah, I'm watching the chat here.
Snow Foam also is they have a couple of pre-washes, but I don't have very many pre-washes of them. This is, I believe, a pH neutral Snow Foam. They have alkaline Snow Foams. They have a couple of other pH neutral pre-washes. But tonight we will try this one. It is, I believe, 1 to 30 in a foam cannon. So we'll use this as a pre-wash, and then I'll let you guys choose, or I'll have Greg choose either the red one or the yellow one of the just safe shampoos. And then tonight, because I think tonight Greg wants to do a little waxing, right? Waxing or spray coating? What do you want?
We can do either one because I brought one.
What did you bring? Luminous?
Yeah,
Can
luminous.
you guys hear Greg at all? This is
No, they can't. I'm trying to play around with it.
Okay. That would be nice to be able to do. And then we got, so yeah, pretty much we're gonna just do a pre-wash, a contact wash, and then we're gonna use a drying aid, and we will probably either choose between Grace, which is essentially Grace would be like their young detailer or garage therapy quick 2. This is like their easy applying drawing aid quick detailer. They call it Grace. And then another similar, which is kind of confusing. They call a lot of these things on the line wax when it's not actually wax. This is going to be more of like a ceramic sealant. It's called premium hydrophobic wax. Everything good?
Yeah, Greg, my mic is working now.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool.
All right.
I wonder what you did.
I turned this up. That's it.
To what? +6?
+7.
+7. Okay, cool. So maybe keep it in there, or
Yeah.
maybe don't put it back in the box. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with it.
All right. I'll just put it on my.
Yeah, whatever. That's cool. So yeah, that's pretty much the agenda tonight, guys. So I'm going to get it prepped here. Let Greg, maybe I'll let Greg choose the foam cannon and the wash.
Quiver.
All right, we're doing quiver. So we're going to do snow foam in the quiver, and then the wash bucket. What bucket do you want to try?
I want that.
This is the trick.
Yeah, that's not the right one.
I felt like, I don't know why the green. It's another green. It's another green. It's a teal green. So we're going to get this quiver foam cannon. I guess I love how this thing kind of knows to follow me. I don't know why. It never really keeps keeping an idea.
That's okay.
It just knows. All right, awesome. So we're going to be doing the Rip Clean bucket with the Rip Clean thing or another. I really like this bucket because it's got the handle.
Yeah.
You want to try that? Or?
No, I'm just moving it out of the way so we can put it on the cart.
And then, so that'll be with the Superstar foam. And I'm gonna, Greg, which one do you want? Do you want to try the papaya?
Yeah.
Okay.
Papaya.
Okay. So this is a ½ ounce for 3.5 gallons. Normally I run 2 gallons, but for what? When in Rome, let's just do 3.5 gallons.
Yep.
Okay. And then wash media. What do you want to do for wash? What do you want to do with the contact? I don't have the Wash Junior just yet.
Well, we're going to do that
We
then.
do have your favorite one.
That's my favorite. I think we need one more, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can do either the Detail Popo, which I still haven't really tried yet.
Let's do that. These two.
Okay, cool. Cool. So we got that squared away. And then let me get a sprayer head for, I don't know, I'm just going to get a couple of sprayer heads for
Chingy, Vice, let's see, Westcat, Conway, how you doing? Hope you're feeling better, getting there. Three Rivers, Stay Wet, Frankie's, Juice Free. What's up, Juice Free?
All right, so we got some sprayer heads. Some people don't like these little misting bottles, but honestly, again, it depends on what you're using, right?
Yeah.
Like certain products you really don't want to put too much out there.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, I drove, Dark, 3.5 hours up here.
Wow.
No traffic whatsoever, great drive, and it didn't start drizzling until 3 miles before I got to Dan's house.
That's just how it is. We're right in that little nestled rainforest. Like we're both in the Pacific Northwest, but I think you're outside the mountain range. I'm like hugged with. Yeah. We got Mount Baker, Mount Rainier, and Olympus.
Yeah, I'm in between Mount Hood and the Coast Range Mountains. So.
Yeah. So you're also in like a pocketed rainforest kind of thing. Okay. So what's up?
Fernando in the house now. B. Riley.
Do you want gloves or do you like?
No, I always use personal protection.
All right. So let me get a pair of gloves here for you.
Hold on a second. I have something in my eye.
I'm glad you got the mics fixed.
Yeah.
Would have been. Yeah. So let's get started. So we're using the Quiver Rogue, and let's do a brief read about this Fireball Snow Foam. The writing here is incredibly small for 100 mils, but it's okay. Foam. Snow foam is a pH neutral formula that features advanced cleaning technology to help you wash your car's vehicle without scratching. Sensitive paintwork. Snow foam designed specifically for foam cannons and pumps, creating bountiful amounts of high-quality soap bubbles that prevent scratches. This fast-acting formula is really small.
That's I couldn't read that, dude.
Just like yeah, rinses off easily with no residue. It also contains hyper surfactants that cut through dirt and grime while lubricating debris. For removal from your, there we go, vehicle surface. I can read it better now. The scent of fresh, organic, what is this? Linenol provides a sense of luxury with your washing experience. Shake the bottle well. Use only on cool surfaces. Check, check. Do not use in direct sunlight, right? And then here we go. Do not allow dry. Okay, don't allow dry. We won't do that. Dilute the water. Okay, so 1 to 30 to 1 to 60. So 16 to 32 mils. I think that means like it doesn't say exactly what, but I think assuming it's for 1 liter. You can use leaner ratios for a more flowing mixture or a richer ratio for a denser foam.
Dense.
And then the very last, allow the product to remain on the surface for 1 to 2 minutes as long as possible. Okay, so pretty standard pre-wash, right? So they said 16 to 30 to 1 to 30 to 1 to 60. So let's do 1 to 30.
Yep.
And for this car, we probably just need like half a liter.
Okay.
So what is that for 1 to 30 for 500 mils? So 1 to 10 is 50. So it's 150. Is that what it is?
Do you? I don't do math in my head.
Well, let's just do this. Let's do 10% of 500. What's 10% of 500?
50.
So times that by 3.
150.
So it'd be 150 for. Is that right, or am I just?
You asked me some questions. I answered them.
I'm also listening to the chat. I'm gonna have to kind of bust my phone out because
You're listening to the chat. Oh, I was gonna say.
Just curious.
You're waiting for them to tell you. Okay, gotcha. Hey, Sue, David.
Or 500 milliliters.
Gary said, "Did you say?"
Opposite away. It's actually probably the opposite, right? Because if it's 1 to 10, I'm probably doing 1 to 3, right? I'm probably doing the opposite. Yeah, so it's 16 mils. 16 mils for 483 mils.
Yeah.
All right, so I basically reversed it. I was always going to do 1 to 3.
Yeah.
Instead of 1 to 30.
30.
Okay. So 16 mils for 500 mils.
Okay. So
this is fine.
Conway's right, Dan. Greg doesn't do math in his head.
Well, it's better than me because Dan does bad math in his head, so could be worse. At least Dan double checks.
Yeah. Hey, Sue. Hey, David.
So what I normally do is, as you recall, I will let people see how it pours and the viscosity. So I'm going to just move this camera briefly over here, and then let people see all the good stuff. So right now we're going to do half a liter.
Is that?
The car isn't terribly big.
Yeah, that's really all you need is 500 mil.
So if I was going to do full foam, then rinse and then foam again, probably would play it safe and just do a full liter. Okay, so 16 mils. Let's get a fresh cup. So 16 mils is, again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but there's a 15 mil line. Nice and red. Let's see how it pours. Not too bad. Pretty liquidy. So that's about 15 mils. Kind of hard to tell. There we go. Oh, look at that. You can actually kind of see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So smells really nice, like a citrusy. What do you think of this?
Yeah.
It's like a citrus. Like, has anyone had like a ginger ale that's like a cranberry ginger ale or a some sort of like a red Mountain Dew or something?
Red Mountain Dew, yeah.
Like a red line?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking about. So a whole wash, okay? There's a whole wash. This is how much, and I think this bottle was like $7 or $5, $10 or something like that. So not bad. So we got our pre-wash set. Now let's do the dilution for. Also, I'm curious, since you guys have the microphones, I'm assuming you're you're hearing my water being poured now because when I'm using the AirPods, it's very hard to hear the water being poured. Actually, let's do this more precise because I don't have a measuring. I don't have like the Armor Detail Supply has measurements, so I know exactly what 12 liters is.
Yeah, so Chingy says he can hear both of us. David says Fireball is great. He has a few of the products. Only the rinseless was a letdown, but it isn't bad, really.
You're talking about Fireball's rinseless. I think they only have waterless max and waterless. I talked to the lead distributor. They don't have a rinseless. I told them I'm going to try the waterless as a rinseless. I think Detailing Breakdown has done a few videos, 1 to 128 or something. And he says it's good, but again, if that's disappointing, I think Fireball is mostly known for their coatings. They have 10-year coatings. They have 9, 7-year, 5-year, and a couple of 1-year coatings.
Question for you. Westcat wants to know if you've covered the ammo line yet, and if you haven't, will you?
Have I covered the ammo line?
Yeah.
What is ammo?
Ammo is Larry. I forget Larry's last name. Someone will tell us. But he's one of the OGs, and the detailing crowd really has probably just a ton of subscribers, and he's been around for a while. Does a lot of classic old cars.
I feel like I should know him, and I don't. So no, I don't. I'll try to do some research later on that. But I'm going to basically become an installer for Fireball. It's actually pretty easy. We can talk about that later. But pretty much, in order to get their pro level coatings, you have to kind of like essentially just register with them. You don't have to like. They recommend you taking training courses. I'll just grab it. But
You know,
3.5 gallons. I think this is a 4.5 gallon bucket. I'm not 100% sure. It's like floating here. Can you kind of see that? It's kind of hard to see, but this is like floating in it. It will stay to the bottom. So I don't think this bucket is really good for like probably more than 2 gallons. I've never really used this for more than 2 gallons, so it's good for receipt. And then you're using the red one, right? So only a 1/2 ounce. You know some of these like Costco shampoos, and it's like it asks for like 5 or 6 ounces. This is just a 1/2 ounce, and the liter. This 1 liter is on sale right now for like $15 or $16 in washes. So still pretty cost effective. Shake your bottle. Ooh, I like this smell a lot. It does smell like a nice shampoo. So we're gonna get a 1/2 ounce.
for the foam cannon.
1/2 ounce for the bucket.
Bucket?
The bucket. Almost like a Rogue. Probably pours like Rogue.
So it's kind of thick.
It's thick, but it's not incredibly suds thick. But it's not like Active Foam or some like really liquidy.
Yeah.
It's like Rogue.
Yeah.
It's like a Rogue.
Yeah. Some people like it thicker.
It depends. It really depends. I like it that I'm not wasting a lot of residual when I'm pouring it into something. This is gonna be trying to tricky. I want to see how people. This is gonna be. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of hard to see there, but you see all that syrupy. Again, it's this is the Binder line. This is their eco-friendly, affordable. I don't know, and I think they're phasing out the Binder line, so I don't think it's really worth talking too much about the Binder line. But it's pretty much like if you know anything about Coach Kenny, they have that blue line, right? That we talked about the blue line, which was like a lot of the bottles are RTU, and they're a little bit easier to work with, right? Not everyone's like going to be a professional. So let's come out here.
I got it.
Okay. Cool.
So, question: have you tried the Wax Off by Fireball yet?
That is something I do need to buy. So I spoke with Luke yesterday for about 2 hours, and one of the products that was really surprising me and I do need to try out is called Wax Off. And I was trying to ask him what the difference between Wax Off and like a panel prep. And they're pretty much, the Wax Off is actually before your polishing stage. Okay, so normally if you know panel prep, you'll come in with your pre-wash and then your acid and then your water spot remover, decon, whatever. And then we polish and then we panel prep and then coating. This Wax Off is pretty much before the polishing, and then after polishing you use Reborn, which is their panel prep. But they're basically saying it's, and I was trying to explain to this guy because I was like, well, is that very similar to the app by DIY? And he's never heard of the app. And I was pretty much explaining to him that the app is like a adhesion promoter, right? It's basically a deep cleaning. And I told him to do a little research on the app because I feel like Wax Off is somewhat similar. He said nothing has been the same as Wax Off for at least 10 years. But I forgot to ask him if there's any products that are similar.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to get the phone. Yeah.
okay, so Conway, don't send her anything yet. Just hold off on that. And as far as Christy goes, we need to have a conversation. You're ignoring me like my kids ignore me.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the foam gun really quick and turn on my water.
Just kidding, Christy.
Let me add pressure. It's leaking because I don't have the thing on it. Let me go turn that off. Plug this bad boy in, is it? It's someone that just follows me. It's so weird. And do you want the honors of foaming it on?
Oh, you can, because you've got it following you. So you go ahead. You've got it following you, so you can go ahead and foam it.
Take the brain out and have it fixed on the.
No, you got it. I'm going to keep an eye on
Right,
your
so
chat for you.
Clean out the lines. Not touch your car because you want to explain to you what you're doing to your car. I have it in the picture right here.
Yeah, we'll get close up later, but yeah. So there was a discussion real quick. There was a discussion in a Facebook group about all you have to do is wash off the pollen with a hose, right?
Yeah.
And well, if you have moisture at night, right, and you have pollen on your car,
which are like little needles or
you
thorns.
will hear it. You can probably hear it.
Oh gosh.
It is stuck on there.
Wow.
There is no way a hose is
like
going to
sandpaper.
wash that off. So I'm leaving this here until June, and then I'm going to try a couple different washes.
Awesome. Yeah, that'll be fun to see. I really want to see that because I don't have the luxury to keep a car that dirty. I just can't do it. So now you're going to hear the
That's quiet.
It's not bad. Again, mobile friendly, right? Very
Yep.
Mobile friendly. So we're going to come in with Fireball Dry. Appreciate it, Greg. Thank you so much. It's already started to surge on me. Yeah, let's go to town, right? Foam Town? This is pretty good. I think I have it on the higher percentage. This is the longest. I think it's 16, half an ounce. Half an ounce for 500 milliliters.
Gary wants to know if you want to phone me. Gary, enough of that talk.
For that one. Smells pretty good, right? That's citrus. You can
I can smell it over here. Yeah.
You can kind of get that whiff of the red Mountain Dew. Is that what we're calling it? They have tropical shampoo. It's called tropical shampoo. I don't have that, but I definitely want to try that out. I'm a big fan of pH neutral shampoo. If your car is relatively maintained, you really don't need aggressive free washes. And I kind of like how Fireball has a few pH neutral free washes as well as an alkaline. Not to confuse or jump all over the place, but one of the Easter eggs Luke told me yesterday is, so, we're familiar with DIYs like All Clean or Yum Citrus, all these things, right? They don't really have it like that. What he suggests is take the wheel and tire and foam wheel and tire on the car. That's their alkaline. That's his alkaline pre-wash. I don't have that, but that's an Easter egg. I'll just say.
Thanks, Mondo.
Let's get my license plate covered real quick. Okay, this could. Oh, did I miss a side? I'm gonna run over there because my hose is stuck on the tire. Audio is good, guys. Is audio for both of us good? This is our first dual setup.
So Christy wants to know what we're foaming. You want to tell her again?
Yeah, so we're using Fireball Snow Foam. We're doing it the strongest dilution, 1 to 30, which was half an ounce for 500 milliliters. Yeah, it's just gonna keep surging. And we used about, for the whole car, we used about, let's say, about 300 mils, maybe 350. Yeah, Greg is getting the bottle out. I'm going to turn off my pressure washer. Yep, so this is where we're doing it. No, actually, this is going to be the bucket. That's the bucket.
Oh, this is bucket.
Red one. This is the bucket wash. It's called Superstar shampoo or something.
Superstar shampoo.
The one that he just showed you is 1 to 700 dilution, so only a half an ounce for pretty much 4 gallons of water. I'm giving away to 3 lucky winners at the end of the stream, hashtag Fireball. I'll let you choose either the red one or the yellow one, and I'll pour 4 ounces. That's like 8 washes for you. For the pre-wash, which you just see it foaming on now, is called, what's it called?
Snow foam from Fireball, beyond your imagination.
And they recommend between 1 to 30 to 1 to 60. We do 1 to 30. Let me take the brain out, kind of. Let's see.
The scents are crazy on these, Conway. I'm pretty sure you've used them, David, as well. Chris M.
Smells pretty good, not super strong. Has a nice citrusy. I'm getting whiffs of it.
So, Dan, mic check.
Mic check, check. Everything good?
No, they're saying you're low again.
I'm low again.
Yeah.
Does Dan live in a forest because it's beautiful? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I live in the Pacific Northwest, and the trees are like 200 feet tall. They're very tall. Very tall.
It says your mic isn't on now.
Is it blue?
No, I don't see blue.
There's blue here.
Shut it off, turn it back on.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm gonna. All right, testing. Check.
Tortas.
Delicious. Yeah, Dan hard to hear. Is it a little bit better now? There's my license plate for everyone to.
Here, Dan.
It's just
You're the man, so give me that mic.
Jeez Louise, guys.
I'll go.
It says fixed now. It says fixed.
Oh.
Okay. All right, here, I'll give this back to you. Okay, so we're good. Maybe I just need to reset it. This is our first time. I'm at least first time really using these microphones. I'm an AirPods man, as you can tell. But we're getting. I think I'm gonna have to watch a YouTube or two to kind of figure out what I need to do with that. I think the cling time on certain areas is pretty good. There must be something. There must be some protectant there that's like, right? There must be, because did you see the window?
Mm-hmm.
See how that like one area is moving, but the other areas are not?
And this is where you waxed?
Well,
Was it the other side?
I've waxed both sides,
Okay.
right? It's just like one week I'll wax that, 1 week I'll wax the other, and they haven't been really like polished off or anything. So I really do need to kind of like keep track of what we're doing here eventually.
I don't know if these guys are trolling now or what. Now they're saying my mic isn't working.
I don't know what to. I think just maybe restart it again. I'm just.
Let me do this.
We're going playing it by ear here. Not trolling, bro. He says. Half an ounce. Yeah, we did a half an ounce into 500 mils, and now I'm going to rinse it off.
I'm going to shut this off real quick.
Yeah.
It's the controller, and then turn it back on.
Okay.
Make sure.
Yeah, this is probably a good time to not hear it anyways, because you don't really want to hear pressure washer all the time. At least I normally don't. And I could probably let this sit for a few more minutes, but the brain. Yeah, I think you just like push the. Oh yeah, it's already automatically following me. It's already good. All right, top to bottom. Now this is, like I said, pH neutral pre-wash, so it shouldn't really affect your coatings or your waxes. The range is so far pretty good. Do you want to rinse off a little bit? Can you guys hear me talking while I'm rinsing? This is so fun. Audio. The whole video is just going to be audio checks. Very nice. Rinses off very well. Yeah, this rinse off is excellent. A solid A.
All right. Gary says Dan sounds good. How about Greg? Greg, okay? Nah, Frankie, I'm good. Uh,
How's the chat? Are we still alive?
can you hear us, guys? Okay, Vice here's. I'm not sure what's going on with these minis.
I'd say rinse off is pretty good now.
Yeah.
Good rinse off. Okay. Are we surviving in here?
Yeah, you keep going. I'm trying something here.
Okay. I'm going to. So we added the bottle that we just showed Greg. We added 1/2 an ounce. Half an ounce in this almost 4 gallons of water. Let's see how it foams. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. Feels good. We're gonna come in with the detail cocoa and the Yum tri-fiber mint. Detail cocoa already has this like pinkish red to it because it was I used it previous in a I don't know what I used, something that was red. Smells really good. Nice bubbles. This is only a half an ounce. Half an ounce. So this is what you might try. 4 ounces of this is gonna last you like 8 hours. Greg, did you want to come in and try one of these mitts or?
I'm going to see if I get these working.
Okay. So because I have some of this stuff on, I'm just gonna come in and just add a little bit. Not really necessary, but doesn't hurt. I really like this smell. Yep, now it's empty. Now I ran out. Pretty much empty now. So that's empty. So let's come in with the contact. Let me turn off the pressure washer. Mike? Okay. Jeez Louise. And now I start to understand why people have teams. Oh, now it's green, so maybe
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I think one light means it's recording and it's I don't know enough. There's certain colors mean certain things. All right, focus, Dan. So now we're gonna come in with the contact. We have tri-fiber and we have detailed popos. The last time I tried detailed popo with a rinseless, I think it wasn't very slick. So let's try it. It's fairly heavy. Ooh, nice. How's that like? Everyone, pillowy is not the best term, but it's like very cushiony feel. Very cushiony. This is much this what am I saying? This wash pad or mitt it does feel a lot better with soap.
Okay, I think we're both on. Are we both working now?
We're both good. And now we're using the Yum tri-fiber, much lighter. It's probably twice as slick. It feels twice as slick. Yeah, this is a lot slicker. But it doesn't. This Yum tri-fiber doesn't have that like lubricious feeling. This has more of like a slicker, lighter, quicker feeling. The detailed popo has more of like a cushiony, pillowy feel. If that kind of makes any sense to you.
No, they're not plugged into anything.
Neither of them are on.
No, they're on. They're both connected.
Yeah.
Here, just put both of them on you.
What if you plug that one into the iPhone? I think that's what we do. Here, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. I have an idea. I have an idea, Greg. Let me get a paper towel just to dry my hands off for a second here.
Yeah, hold on.
I have a quick idea here. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna plug that big thing that's on you. We're gonna plug that directly into the phone with this USB thing. So we're gonna let's see if that works. So this part, I believe, slides in here like that, and then here we're gonna plug this. Oh,
Yeah, stand by.
all right, testing. Now this big brain. We have two brains in the house. I'm curious if you guys can hear us a little bit better. Is this green? Is that green?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a feeling it should be better now. Do you want to give us? Do you want to give this a shot? The Detail Popo or the
I'll use a Detail Popo one.
Well, whatever.
So yeah. Now only me again. Look, keep them both on you.
Okay. That's just funny. I don't know what to do with these mics.
Well,
Not as slick.
test them. We'll test them a little
Not
thoroughly.
as slick as the tri-fiber. Jesus. Okay. Well, back. So, like I was mentioning, the Detail Popo has more of like a pillowy, cushiony feel. It's not as slick. The tri-fiber is a lot lighter. It has a lot slicker feel. Give it a shot. See what you feel. They recommended 3.5. They also Fireball recommends the 3 bucket method, which is one. Yeah, they consider one is for your wheels and tires. So one for your wheels and tires, one soap, and one rinse.
I know some detailers that don't recommend any bucket.
Yeah, and I don't. Yeah, there's always some extreme thing. So how does that one feel
like
to the Detail Popo now?
Well,
that's the tri-fiber, of course.
I feel well. I'm not gonna turn that way to the camera.
Yeah, it's hard, right?
Well,
does it feel like pillowier, but like
it feels like a pillow? I'm not a fan of that. It's a little grabby.
It is a little bit grabbier for sure.
I prefer my
tri-fiber.
Tri-fiber and
yeah,
the Detail Co.
Boss. Is it the Boss?
Boss, yeah.
Yeah, I ordered the Wasp Boss Junior because I think the Wasp Boss Junior is the tri-fiber mitt size. And I'm a big fan of that. So we'll just kind of lightly. I'm just gonna quickly. We're not here to really wash. We're just to do like a little demonstration. So you got the hood already. Let's do the grill real quick. Always wash top to bottom, unless you're me and just don't care right now. Yeah, it's very slick with the tri-fiber. The tri-fiber is just, it's hard for me to go back to anything else.
Can you ask them if they can hear you okay now?
Can you guys hear me okay? Are we good? Greg is asking. I'm just gonna kind of blaze through this side. I'm good?
Just let them know I don't have a mic.
Yeah, Greg does not have a mic. I have both mics now. And I just kind of quickly wash this entire half. Because that's how fast it is with the tri-fiber mitt, and your car is not terribly dirty. Even with the whole panel. The whole panel, okay? This mitt is just insane. Oh, and let me do the rear real quick. Let me do the rear. So again, in that wash bucket, we only used a 1/2 ounce of Superstar shampoo. Okay, 1/2 ounce for 4 gallons. So you just need like a 1/4 ounce. I don't recommend using 4 gallons unless you just really need that much water. As you see, my bucket's kind of struggling with that much water. I'd probably do 2 gallons and a 1/4 ounce. Yeah. What's up? What's up, Greg?
Brain.
Oh, the brain lost me.
Yeah.
It's following now already.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you just pull the trigger in it like. Okay, so now we're gonna rinse this off.
Okay.
All right, let's rinse it. I'm gonna need. Yep, you can do that one. I'm not sure which direction that green one is. And let me turn it on. There we go. All right, Greg, have some fun with it. Where's the white one? Oh, the white one's over here. All right, Greg's gonna do a little rinse off here. This is the contact wash. Yeah, let me stand here so you can see better. There you go. This is just the Ego 1.2 gallons. I don't know what this is like. Is this a 20 degree?
25.
25? Yeah, so it's a little bit more intense than the 40, but a little bit more directional. Looks like the panels are still pretty good here.
Yeah.
Not really dead. It could be a number of things. I can't really say what it is. You know, I top and top and top and top. But the beading looks really good right now. How's the rinse off, Greg?
Easy.
Very easy, he says.
Yeah, coming off real nice.
Coming off real nice. There's a lot of good beading right now. Yeah, this is a very pretty hood.
Maybe we try the camera mic.
The camera mic?
After this.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's really tight. Let me bring the camera out. Let me see here. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Yep. Yeah, it's the McKillens. I don't know which one. I got it like maybe a year or two ago. Three Rivers. Pretty tight though. Yeah, this is why you need like little wheelies. But it looks like the coatings, or no coating. I think wax, some wax. It's either probably the Kataba, but it's pretty good right now. Yeah, not bad. This is an uncoated car. Just wax.
We're good.
Yeah, not bad. Okay. Now we come in with a little drying aid, right?
Yeah.
Let me zoom out here. I think it is zoomed out. Dan's already putting people to work on his channel. That's right, Brant. If you're not, what is it? I was gonna say something, but.
Well. I don't mind working.
Yeah, it's not work if it's fun.
Yeah.
If
I don't work, I don't mind it.
Yeah, and we're both retired. It's just different ages. Not really retired. I'm more of like a dad now, but we both have the luxury of not having to work at the moment. Yeah, did you turn that off?
Yep.
Yeah, my it's leaking right here by this area. I think it's this the filter I have is slightly cracked. So what I wanted to try is their Grace. I also kind of want to show these three things really quick.
Darn thing is.
Oh gosh, look at that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what does it do sometime? It's beeping at me that it's like not even or something. Okay, so it's still okay. Hi guys, we're back. All right, so what I want.
Couple questions for you
before we go. Go ahead. Ask
where
away.
does the driveway grade drain to?
Down here, I have some what is it? Drains.
Yeah,
I got another drain right here too. It's like a main drain. I don't know. There's drains. I have drains on the driveway.
Yeah, Kane. The trees are hundreds of couple.
Yeah, it's probably
high.
200 feet. Some of these they're Douglas firs and some cedars, and they're very big. We're in the Pacific Northwest, right? We have some very old growth, a lot of ancient trees here.
Somebody's saying I need Greg to do rims off. Don, come on, man.
Rims? Would you say rims off?
Rims off. Yeah, he wants.
Oh, take the wheels off.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we'll do that.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Don't tune in because we really won't be.
Yeah, we won't be here.
Yeah, Chrissy, looks like such a vibe. Makes me want to make s'mores live.
We have a fire pit back there,
Oh,
and
yeah, really nice
and a waterfall pond area with it's a setup. It's a
Listen
setup.
to this. The unpolished detailer. Talk about ancient.
Oh boy.
Fernando.
Throwing shade already.
Oh yeah. Okay, now Mondo's wanting to know drying aid? Are we going to use what drying?
Yeah, so for the drying aid, I think we're going to come in with Grace. Okay, Grace is there. I was talking to Luke for a few hours, and I think there's like a bunch of, either it's like a little bit more stout drying aids or toppers, which is what I'm going to get to these three here. So Grace is going to be pretty much like your everyday, like, you have a good coating and you don't, let's just say this is like Yum Detail. Okay, Yum Detail or Lightning, right? We'll say this is like a Lightning, so you can kind of like, this will be your easiest application, your minimal protection, very slick, very glossy. Then you have Easy Coat, which is very similar to Luminous Aqua or Kataba's Wet Coat, which, look at this thing. It just dies on me. I don't know what's going on here. I think maybe this is just too heavy. Let's see if I can, what if I move the weight? I think the weight is too heavy. So let's bring it in a little bit.
So
I think it's just a little too heavy.
Vice says I brought the wrong hat. Yeah, I don't know if you're talking about the 49er hat or the MV2 hat. Party. Christy wants to have a party at your place.
Yeah, you guys are welcome. I only have like 8-bedroom house and like 6,000 square feet or something. It's a lot of house and a lot of deck and a lot of room for party. And I have no one here to hang out with, so it's just like a little overkill. But pretty much what I'm trying to jump is Easy Coat. Easy Coat is going to be your spray-on, rinse-off sealant. I think it's 1 to 15 or 1 to 25. That's what it's saying. You know what it is. 1 to 25, 500 mils, spray it, spray bottle, rinse it off. I asked if there's like a lot of foam or froth, as kind of like spray-on rinse sauces have like sometimes like a froth line. It doesn't apparently. So give this one a try. And then Pirouette. It's kind of hard to see these. It's so shiny. It's hardest. There we go. Pirouette and Grace. The only real difference to these is let's keep it simple because I know it. Let's say this is like Yum Ceramic Detail and this is like Yum Detail. If that makes any sense to people. Just kind of keep it simple.
So a couple things. Conway's asking which gimbal you're using. It's the
DJI Mobile 8. I think it's called the Osmo Mobile 8.
Yep.
Juice Free, you're very confused. Do you know what's even?
Mondo wants to use Grace with the Goat V2 if you have.
Let's do it. Goat V2. I don't know if I have the Goat V2, but I have the Goat. I have. Wait, I had the Goat in here. Is that the second one? That's Liquidator. I had the Goat. Is that the Goat? That might be the Goat. I think that's the Goat. Yeah. I has the Goat. Okay. So Grace with Goat. I think who would you say? Juice Free was confused.
Yeah.
To keep your confusion even more confused, for Fireball, you'll see the word wax a lot. It's not really wax. It's more of like ceramic. Carnauba wax also doesn't. I think this one is like a liquefied Carnauba wax. And then this one is going to be more of like more protection, less gloss, higher gloss, less protection. This one is, again, they have a lot of what they consider these things are basically, they assume you have a ceramic coating already on your car. And depending on where your coating is in its, durability testing, I would recommend like, what is it called? Periote to kind of like top your, so every like 3 or 4 months, you pretty much come in with like a more stout sealant to kind of like keep your coating. And then let's say you wash your car every weekend, like Grace or something. Yeah. What's up, Greg?
Yeah. So Christy's going to be getting a hold of you.
What did she say?
Christy wants to get you on a podcast. So
Christy wants to get me on on her podcast. Well, I don't know. I have a very busy schedule, Christy.
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Okay, yeah. I got you, Chrissy. We'll chat. Well, I'll have one of my I'll have one of my managers reach out to you once he's back from vacation. And
is his name Dan?
His name is conveniently Dan. Okay, so you got the Goat, right? We got Goat. Did you get the Goat? You got the Goat. We got Grace. We're gonna grab the camera. I really don't know what you guys can hear. I'm sorry about that. We're just kind of playing with audio. Oh, the sun. Look at this lighting out here. It's just gorgeous right now. Look at the lighting out here, guys. Just outstanding. We're doing pretty good for time. We're not even we're just about an hour in.
Yeah, and I still have plenty of time.
I'm
40 minutes.
curious I'm gonna let you apply the Grace, and then I'm gonna let you choose. Do you want the misting bottle or just a traditional misting one? Okay, there you go. Give it a shot.
Shake it up.
Shake it.
Oh, this might not fit
Me,
on here.
okay, yeah, that one should fit. The small ones definitely should fit.
I took my gloves off to adjust.
Do you want new gloves?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. This one's supposed to be like a young detailer kind of thing. Light protection, pretty minimal. So a quick reminder, I'm giving away 3 4-ounce bottles of one of these 2 shampoos. If you're one of the 3 winners, you will get to choose either this bottle you want to try, honey banana or something, and then this is like mango papaya or something. I like this one better. But if you win, I'm going to pick 3 winners in 24 hours. Hashtag Fireball after the live. I'll pour 4 ounces for you guys. That's like 8 washes. 8 washes. Pretty good. Here's your gloves, my friend. That should be good.
Okay, so
bubbles are still pretty good for this bucket.
So I would suggest that we not put anything.
We can just
on the hood,
reset it.
Because we could put the SP Pro on the hood.
Okay, and we can even do a light polish if you want.
Nah, that
gold standard polish.
Yeah, no, your hood is good.
Okay, so we will not. Okay, do what you want to do. Spray where you want to spray, dry where you want to dry, and then we will bring the car in, add the lights, get all nice and fancy in there, and then we will do what you want to do. All right. Let me read some of the chat here now that I can catch up. Yeah. And we'll hear your experience. So right now he's drying the hood of the car without any drying aid. How is it drying off? Looks pretty good. I haven't used this towel in probably like 2 or 3 months. But it looks like it's functioning well. It doesn't look clogged. Nope. Looks really good. A slight, I wouldn't say it's streaking. It just looks like it's not flashing off very fast. The temperature right now is 63 degrees. There's pretty much 0 wind right now. It's pretty perfect weather out here. I would say this is perfect. How's the misting? Huh? Whatever. I think this is going to be the easiest application of this is like the fun one, right? This is going to be like very easy, very minimal protection. Some of their spray coatings, you can use like a traditional coating or you can use the sprayer. We'll deep dive down that stuff later, but their coatings tend to be very stout, very, very stout. Looks really good. Yeah. Looks like, so can you see a difference between the areas that you're drying off with Grace as opposed to without Grace, or they're both pretty good?
It looks the same, but let me get to it.
Does it feel a little slicker?
Yeah, definitely a little slicker.
The smell, how's it smell? Do you smell anything?
No.
No smell. So someone who might not like smell, this could be good for you. I'm pretty much like Greg. I probably like a good smell. Like when we're using Yum Detailer, that blueberry smell smells amazing.
You know what I need is some smaller Mr. Twister types, because I can definitely see from this angle in the sunset that there is some other stuff.
Sure. Let me get you a couple of Mr. Twisters real fast. Let me set the camera to this just so you can kind of, let me look down here. There we go. And get a Mr. Twister here while he's drying off. Any color preference? You got... Oh, I do have the Fireball Terry towel. Their Fireball Terry towel is their designated drying towel. Another Easter egg, he said to try it as a wash mitt. He says use the Terry towel as a wash mitt, which I couldn't imagine using a towel that big. So how does that feel with Grace? This is I'd have to look this up, but I think the protection on Grace is only supposed to be like 1 or 2 weeks max. Pretty much minimal. This is supposed to be just, really good gloss, really slick. We used the GOAT V1. Sorry, Mondo or whoever recommend V2. I don't have the GOAT V2. I'm usually just not a big towel guy. I'm more of a smaller towel guy. I did order DIY's mini drying blankets. So whenever Thor ships his stuff, it will we'll finally get here.
But there's definitely others that are slicker that are out there.
Yeah, for me, this does not feel slick at all.
No.
This is like a 2 out of 10 for slickness. This is not very slick. The gloss, though, the gloss is pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's like dripping or anything. The misting bottle looks pretty good. Little goes a long way. Let's say you dried what, 2/3 of the car with this? Yeah. Even 2/3 of the car, he's using extremely little. This is 100 milliliters, right? This is like 3.5 ounces. He's using like 4 milliliters. Okay, so for $5, I wouldn't buy the small one unless you're just testing. That's why I have the small ones and to give away to you guys, you lucky winners. But I would recommend at least 500 mils, most likely. If you're not like a misting guy, just get the regular sprayers. It's just, you know how it is. That looks pretty good. I have it fixed to the car. It's just less. What did you do this, Mr. Phil? No pollen yet. I'm starting to see some of the pollen coming back. I can already see some of the pollen. It's just endless out here. So drying, pretty good, right? I'd say pretty simple, pretty easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Definitely not that slick on the dry.
Not very slick. You're right. I agree, Greg. Not very slick. Durability, it's kind of hard to test, but it looks really good. And while we're discussing, what did we want to do? We want to do, when we pull in the car, SP Pro. We'll do half or something, half a side, or you want to do the full hood?
Do you have another spray coating?
Yeah, we got Poseidon and Flash, which is Fireball. Right. And then we got Kataba. We got the Kataba one.
You pick SP Pro and half.
I'll have the chat pick. Chat, we're going to do half SP Pro, right? Luminous, right? So we're going to do half Luminous. What other half of spray coating do you guys want to see? Poseidon is going to be the strongest. They're the strongest spray coating they have. Yeah, and Poseidon is not going to be as easy. And Flash is going to be a lot easier to work with, as I'm being told. And it's going to have a lot more slickness. But Poseidon has, like, I think at least 18 months. And Flash is supposed to be 12 months. Do you know what the Luminous, what did you say, LP? What's it called? Luminous what?
Luminous
Graphene SP Pro. And what's the durability? Do you remember?
Up to a year,
up to 12 months? Okay, Conway can correct us. Yeah, so we'll do Luminous Graphene LP Pro up to 12 months okay, we got Poseidon. Use the strong stuff. So Poseidon, 18 months minimum. They're saying minimum 18 months. Okay. So once Greg is once my worker is done working the car, I'm going to pull in the car and get the lights all nice and fancy schmancy. And we're going to do half and half. Let me go get some tape, masking tape. I think I have it. Actually, I think I have it in my in my drawer right here. Let's check. Yes, I do. I have my masking tape right here. So we will, let me, since you're pretty much good with the carts, let me go pull the cart in, when you're done with the towels, we'll just soak it in the shampoo bucket. I'm going to get the bucket here. Ugh. Yeah, just throw the towels over here, and then I'm going to pull in the car to tape it off. Get the shampoos. What do you guys? Again, we're going to be giving away three samples. What do you guys think? You like a honey banana, or do you guys like a was it pomegranate? Can someone look it up? I think this is supposed to be papaya and something, maybe mango. I like the red one better. And then there's a green one, and then there's a purple one. The purple one is Mondo's favorite fragrance, which is grape or something like that. Oh, it smells so good. I'm smelling the cap. The cap is just. Ugh. These shampoos they're not very slick, but they rinsed off very well. They smell pretty good. Not the strongest smelling.
You want these in the bucket over there?
Yeah, we'll just throw them in the whatever bucket we just used. Later on, all these little samples, I'm going to do little deeper dives and give away these sample bottles. All right. So that's easy with 2 people. I'm gonna pull the car in. I'm gonna get the pressure washer put away here. Oop, still on. Always put your stuff away, guys. Your tools last a lot longer, and you don't have to do it later. Okay, so now the pressure washer is put away. That was pretty quick. Now I can pull the car in. Oh, look, it's following me. Hey, how's it going? Banana soap. It's like a honey banana. I'm not the biggest fan of like the sweetness, but then again, the papaya one is just, it's good. It's good. It's not like super strong either. Oh man, this car's looking good. I'm already seeing I could already see the pollen. It's just crazy out here. The amount of pollen is insane. Get that hybrid car in here. All right. Okay. We are good. So now we'll get some lighting for the hood here. And we'll probably, let's see what we can do.
Greg is playing the mix, dude.
That is interesting. I'm like, no comment here.
In case nobody knows, change the movie.
I want to see if I can find some good angles here because I was practicing earlier some good angles. Quick gander at my notes real fast. As if you weren't listening, Chingy, I'm going to get certified to be an installer. All I have to really do is just fill out their information online. And they have a 10-year, a 7-year, a 5-year, a 3-year, and I think 3 separate 1-year coatings. Like it's just not very high quality. Maybe it's because I was moving inside the I don't know. Let me know if it's clearing up. I have 2 separate Wi-Fi things here. I have one on that side and I have one on that side. I wonder if the mesh sometimes one that I get the 10-year is called Eternity something. Yeah, and we'll try that out.
512 says it's the fancy lights blocking the.
It could be.
Wi-Fi.
It could be, but I doubt it. All right. So, Greg, you brought this bad boy in. I'm gonna bring that over here, and then we're gonna get the Poseidon. All right.
Is that 1 year?
This is 18 months.
18 months.
That one's the 1 year. The Flash is 1 year.
You go with 18 months.
Yeah, this is gonna be a lot bit harder. Let me read the instructions real quick. So, please review the installation video or QR code. Proper preparation before applying. Ensure the bottle is shaken vigorously upside down to mix the product thoroughly. Okay. Application method A. So there's a multiple applications. So we're going to be doing Fireball Poseidon. It's got pretty much this is going to be one of their highest durable for slickness, or not slickness, for durability will be the highest. And their gloss, they're saying their gloss is pretty good. Flash is going to be like more, I don't know, I could just show you Flash. I'm just going to show Flash because I already forgot.
And just in case you're wondering, here's the directions for the SP Pro.
And I don't know if you can, I don't know if they can hear you. They probably can't hear you. This is obviously luminous. That's all in Korean. Can't read it. Flash. So the difference between Flash is they're saying pretty much less gloss, easier to work with. Okay, not too much difference. These are both samples. They sell these in 200 milliliters. I think this one for 200 mils is like $50, so not super expensive. And this one I think is $30 for 200 mils. So this is 30. So these are just samples. The box, yep, that's Luminous. Do you have? Oh yeah. So what does that say? After cleaning, spray product onto a DIY paint and surface. What does it say? Do not dry before buffing. Do not use on hot surfaces. Do not wash the car within 7 days. And then mine is pretty much similar. Spray until microfiber towel becomes damp. So basically, they want you to spray the hell out of this thing. Then spread onto application area using one directional motions without overlap or crossing. I don't know what the hell that means. Basically, they just want you to kind of like a coating, pretty much like coating. And then application B is spray onto Fireball white applicator 5 times to significantly load, then spread onto application area using one directional motions without overlapping or crossing. Buffing. After water droplets dots form, I think that's called sweating. Wait 10 to 20 seconds, then buff off. Wait 10 to 20 seconds. So basically let it see it sweat, then 10 to 20 seconds, then buff off. Please work on the bonnet in half sections. And that's funny because we're doing the half section. Allow the product to a full week to cure completely. Not to change the subject, but Fireball sells waxes, of course, we know that, but they also sell a wax coating, which basically is a coating over your wax, and it's called Wax Tourbillon or something. And I do not have that, but I do want to try a coating over the wax.
I need an applicator.
Okay, so for an applicator, what do you want to choose?
Just a small one.
I'll let you choose. I think, do you want like a DIY one? Do you want like more of a puck? Do you want like a bread?
Smaller one like these that you.
Okay.
If you have any like.
I haven't.
Ones.
Let's just say I have a bunch of these right now.
Okay.
I haven't used these yet to try them, so we'll just, for the sake of it, and I'm gonna tape off. Did I bring the tape? I think it's here. Let me a little over the place. I'm going to just quickly tape, and you want to do a double dry real quick? Just grab a towel.
Well, I'd like to do a before you put that tape on, panel prep.
Oh yeah, sure, good idea. Good idea. What panel prep do you want to do? Oh, we have Reborn. We have their panel prep. Let's do Reborn. That's a good idea. And I think the sprayer. So Reborn. This is their panel prep. I think Fireball has 3 or 4 fragrances. One of their fragrance, they literally sell fragrances, and one of them is Reborn. So this should smell good. It smells like alcohol with like a little. What do you think that smells like? It's like ethanol.
Like a fruity flavor, almost a little alcohol, a little fruity.
It's subtle.
Like a fruity drink.
I'm gonna grab probably another Mr. Twister. I love a good Mr. Twister. And we are going to panel prep this bad boy. We could be using wax off, right? Remember how hydrophobic it is. I'm trying to not overspray.
Good coverage.
Okay, let it kind of sit for a few seconds here. Because can anyone see okay? Is everything good?
Yeah.
I want to see if we can find better lighting.
Zoom in.
Sometimes
Push this down a little.
Push that down a little bit. Sometimes like just coming at there we go. That looks good. Oh, that one, this is good. Look at this, Greg. I think this, can I go down a little bit? Can I go, there we go. This looks good. Check that out. Check this out, Greg, as I wipe it off. See what you see.
Oh yeah.
That looks good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're coming in with panel prep. Kind of smells like a vodka, like a citrus vodka. I haven't tried Oblivion by Detail Co., but I've heard Oblivion is really good, like fragrance-wise.
Yeah, I think it's like green apples.
Oblivion?
Yeah.
Okay, green apples. Yeah, so Oblivion might smell like green apples, Greg says. We just came in with a panel prep to kind of get this ready. It feels a little bit grabbier now. I don't know if the panel prep really killed the wax. We can.
No, we're not putting any water on this.
Yeah, we're not gonna try it.
That's good.
It feels very grabby. Feels very grabby. Okay, so tape. Get some tape. I never do this, but this will be fun. I didn't really do it straight, but it's okay. It's okay. Happy trees. Happy trees.
Still smells the IPA and all of it.
This one definitely smelled like alcohol. Definitely. All right, so let me zoom out a little bit just because it looks like it's.
All right, we need some towels to wipe off too.
Yep. So let's get a couple leveling towels, right?
Yeah. So, can you confirm with Conway or someone in chat about how soon we wipe off the ESP Pro?
Yeah. Someone in chat, can you give us a little bit more the time frame for the Luminous SP Pro, like the wipe off times? Greg is asking. These look good, right? And I'm gonna get another leveling towel. Fireball recommends suede applicators or a leveling towel. I think the main guy was doing level. I'm gonna do the same one. Conway, he says thank you. So first for me, I'm going to. Greg is applying his right now, and at the same time, I'm shaking the hell out of mine. Going to put the sprayer in. I'm going to use a microfiber applicator with a leveling towel. Yeah, I'll put that here. Yep. Luminous. So Greg is applying Luminous Graphene LM with a little droplet right there. He's doing the box method. You can definitely see that's nice. Okay. Then let me get the sprayer on this one. Immediately put your towels in some sort of solution, or probably just expect to throw them away.
Yep. This too.
Yep. I'm going to do this without. I'm going to do this without people seeing it because I just don't want it to just spill and stuff. So pretty frothy in there. I'm putting the dropper in. This is Poseidon by Fireball. Okay, and I'm going to heavily saturate this. It's got a little lock on it, I think. There we go. Okay, so we are getting this very saturated. Okay.
It's getting slicker as I. Could you ask Conway if we should put two, or ask the chat if we should put 2 coats of this?
Greg is asking if we should put 2 coats of the Luminous. Can you see this very well? This is my first time actually applying a coating like a traditional coating, but it seems pretty self-explanatory. You do smell the solvents. I'm going to come in. They recommend doing half a panel at once. I can see where I have been relatively easily. The lighting does help. If you are new to coatings, even I'm new to coatings, lighting is going to be your best friend. I've noticed that soft lights really help with being able to see where you have been and have not been. Try to come in at like an angle. Oh yeah, definitely. Can you see how, I want to bring the camera out, but can you see how mine is a lot easier to see than his right now? I want to move this here. See if I can. Can you see? Yeah, you can kind of see the sweating right here. Oh, you already wiped it off? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mine's wipe on, wipe off.
Yeah, it's now. Oh, there you go. Now you can see that. Yeah. So this is the Luminous, and you can see how mine's starting to sweat already, or it's starting to get there. You can see those lines. This is Poseidon, and this is Luminous. Okay, so he's going over for a second time. I'm waiting for mine to kind of sweat a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to sweat a little there. Okay, so I'm going to come in and wipe off. Let's just put the camera in and just readjust.
Oh, boy.
How does it feel? Nice and slick?
Nice and slick.
Nice and slick. So what mine is supposed to do is kind of come in with a level, and then the second side of the towel, you're supposed to kind of buff it. So kind of keep it leveling. It's still somewhat grabby, but really not that grabby at all. And kind of buff it in. The smell is not very strong, either of them. I think mine had a little stronger smell than yours. What do you think? Could you smell the difference?
No.
Yeah, pretty minimal.
They can't.
Now it's really starting to slick up. Now it's really starting to get slick. We'll come in for the double side. And then, yeah, kind of buff that out. And then check for high spots, which is, I don't see anything. Yours has a little gray to it, a little bit more gray, or maybe it's just the lighting. Maybe it's a slight haze.
It's supposed to fill in.
Yeah, so sometimes certain coatings, if you apply a lot, you have to wait for the solvents to kind of like aerate. If you sometimes wait too long or you go too early, some of the solvents can kind of get trapped in and it starts creating like a haze bubble. I really don't know the proper term for it. Always kind of very slick. I feel like it's definitely slicker, but it's I feel like a Yum detail is even better, like a ceramic detail.
So a couple things. Greg's been starting the whole live. I'm not sure what Ricardo means by that.
Greg is
it's Greg's hair. Oh, okay. Yeah, SP Pro has dark jetting per Conway. The jetting on red was Chef's Kiss per Cheney. Oh, that's right. He put that on a friend's daughter's car.
Which one?
It was a red Honda or a red Toyota. Good coatings don't smell good. They're not supposed to.
This one wasn't terribly strong, but I could definitely have the solvents. It definitely you could smell the solvents, but I don't know what you think, Greg. I mean,
there was a good comment in here that I think Ricardo said. You can see the difference with the Pro, Luminous, and yours.
Like the application.
No, I think he's meaning
like the depth and the darkness and the color.
Is that what you're talking about, Ricardo?
Because I could definitely.
Cheney and Ricardo, that's what they're saying. It's great, yeah. Tell Keith Greg has no hair.
Not bad. Yeah, we're gonna try the jetting shortly. Can we see the light here? It's hard to tell with the light. It's really hard.
We're done, right? We can pull that off.
Yeah. That's like a super sensitive tape, so it's like super nice.
Real?
No, I think I just went to Home Depot and I got like extra sensitive or something, extra sensitive tape. It just
Fireball's on.
What's up? What's up, Luke?
Sticking with the actual instruction as it doesn't apply or remove the same.
We just applied Poseidon.
Products. It has to be installed in the way that to get the slickness and the performance. Okay.
What did Luke say?
It's super slick.
We're doing Poseidon. What is he saying? I'm gonna read. Yeah.
Right here.
I'd recommend just sticking with the actual instructions. It doesn't. Luke, what am I? If you just saw me apply, I used this because I don't have any of your suede pads. It applied very well. It wiped off very well. I waited for the sweating. Yeah, the sweating was pretty good. I think your sweating wasn't. I didn't see wipe it off. I didn't really see how yours and you applied yours twice, right?
Yeah.
And I don't remember seeing like any significant like sweating or.
No, because it's wipe on, wipe off.
Okay. Yeah, and this definitely smells like solvent. Where's your applicator? Oh, it's over there. Is that one mine or is this one?
This one's yours.
Oh, okay. So this one's yours. Okay. Yeah. So yours does have a solvent smell, similar to mine.
So Gary's wanting to know: will you clean that sprayer, or are you going to throw it away?
Which one? This
one.
That's a good question.
You probably should clean it.
Normally, yeah. So what you probably do is you're pretty much going to take the bottle. I'm going to do this over the sink and spray it out into the bottle.
And then use some alcohol.
Yeah, and then maybe panel prep it. So basically I'm spraying the residuals back into the coating. I'm taking the lid of it, which is right here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
What's the gentleman's name for Fireball?
Luke.
Luke is saying you can reapply, add a bunch of sprays on it, and use only a small portion of that big applicator, but slightly drag with zero pressure in vertical or horizontal lines. No overlap.
Okay, so I may have overlaps. I think I went over it twice. I did a straight panel, and then I did like cross hatching. I cross hatched it. So
Chingy, I didn't use the sprayer.
so now I'm using IPA 99%, and I'm just pouring it into a cup here.
Top Star Detailing is asking.
Oh, what's up, man? What's up, dude? We're trying Fireball, Poseidon. I'm just spraying out the sprayer head because I'm cheap and I just want to reuse it. We're using Fireball. This is an 18-month minimum spray coating. This can be applied like a traditional coating, but we are trying the sprayer head. I think it applied very easily. I didn't do it exactly the way Fireball has it just because I don't have all the tools for Fireball. What are they saying?
Lucas, here's what Luke is saying.
What is Luke saying? No overlap. Yeah, so I overlapped. Should we apply it again? Should I reapply?
A second coat. When removing, only use partial side of the towel for the full buff, but think of it as like a wax and not a coating. So pulling it off like a wax.
Okay, that's kind of what I did. I did circular wax motions to buff it off. You'd have to double check. It buffed off very easily. There was no grabbiness to it, and it was very easy.
No overlap. That's
I did the leveling first. I leveled it, and then I flipped it for a buff off with the leveling towel. Okay. And we used Reborn. We used Reborn for the panel prep. Luke, I will. I'll get in contact with you probably next week. I know you're really busy with your move and stuff. Let me see. You can see the line here. I will try to reach out so I can kind of like get dialed in on the application, but you can kind of see that's sorry. Yeah, kind of the line. You can see it's right. Oh, yeah. Where's my hand? Yeah, I'm zoomed in. Down. Yeah, so that's the line.
They're very close.
Luminous, Fireball, Poseidon. Yeah, there you go. There's the line right there. So that's Luminous. This is Fireball, Poseidon. If you watch the install video, I follow those. Okay. I think we spoke about this earlier, but I think I was just kind of either way. I think the application, the way I did it, was actually pretty good. Okay, we'll try another panels later. Right now, tonight, we're not going to do it. What do you think?
Yeah, Greg? Well, I'm thinking I'm close to having to hit the road. But
yeah.
Luke is saying, remember what's removed in the towel, you're able to continue being used as a slickness activator. So use the speed and circular motions like your...
almost like a polisher.
Yeah.
Okay, so... And he's talking about the removal, right? Not the yeah. I think the removal we did that. I think for the removal we did that. Yeah, and the application I admit I overcrossed. How does that feel?
Nice and slick.
These are, I forgot what this towel is. I think this is the Rag Company's gym. Those are like fitness towels. They have like fitness towels. Very slick, right? How does that feel? You flip the towel?
Yeah.
Which one feels, what do you feel?
Right now, they're neck and neck.
Neck and neck, very similar?
Yep.
Yeah, let me get a towel and I'll try that out. I'm going to try the Terry Bear towel by Fireball. I haven't tried this one yet. So I'm going to come in and try this. I think if Luke's still here, I think he recommended trying this towel in the wash bucket as a contact for your soap, which to me seems pretty interesting. I don't tend to use towels. What's so funny? Okay, feels pretty slick.
B. Riley, average is the end.
Average?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You will ultimately use one towel almost the whole vehicle. Top Star saying B. Riley, average is the enemy
of average is the enemy of.
Won't watch the videos, right?
Yeah, I'd barely even read the instructions.
Luke says he agrees. Both said 7-day cure time. That looks slick. They are both slick. And Chingy says, I like watching as many install videos. That's not boring.
So, to be honest with you, I feel like the Luminous feels a little slicker from at least my immediate reaction. I I really don't want to do a durability test on this hood.
You gotta let
But
it sit for
yeah, let's let them sit. And maybe
for,
tomorrow I'll do a
it
chingy
says
a week.
a week.
Okay.
You need to let them sit a week.
So we will let it sit for a week, and then we'll do like a chingy blingy video on that.
You gotta pick the right music if you want to be a chingy blingy.
Yeah, oh, that's gonna be hard. That's hard to. He picks.
Just send him a message. He'll tell you.
And then just a reminder, those who are listening, I'm giving away 3 sample bottles of the shampoo that we used today. So hashtag Fireball in the comments when the live is over. Let me put this towel away.
So Luke.
Yep.
So Luke.
Yeah. What's Luke saying?
Luke's not saying anything.
Oh.
I'm replying to Luke.
Okay.
The scents were, when I got here, Dan was showing me the products. The bottles are just pretty.
Yeah, they're
just
gorgeous.
Amazing. They're gorgeous.
Let me get the
but
camera.
The scents are really out of this world.
Have you smelled any of the waxes? You want to smell some of the waxes? Here, let me get the camera so it can actually follow us here. Let me put the brain back and here. So let me get some of the waxes out here.
We're done with the car. Right?
Yeah, we're pretty much done with the car. That'd be nice if you'd follow me though. Okay, so we have a couple of waxes in this bad boy. This just. I think this light is dead. But anyways, smell some of these waxes, Greg. Dan being Dan. Yeah, you know me very well. I have literally 2 microphones because it was one of those nights. So this one it's called Special Edition, brought to you by Luke's Generosity. Let's see if it, there we go. There we go.
I could smell it already. It's not even.
Yeah, I could smell it in this box. And show the camera all its wonder. And feel it. Feel how buttery it is. Super buttery. We gotta like. We gotta do like a hand wax sometime. Yeah, Topstar is a legend, dude. If you don't know who Topstar is, he's out in Vegas. He's excellent. He's got really good content. He's out there doing it. He's not just saying it. He's actually out there. And he's growing. I think he just hired 2 new workers, and he's making big moves. So shout out to Topstar Mobile Detailing out in Vegas. This was the graphene edition. Yeah, this is where I was spooning with you guys last night.
You with Franco?
Yeah, me and Franco we're spooning. So which one do you like better? The smell at least, because it's hard to kind of. The special edition.
Nice. Yeah.
Special edition.
Definitely the special edition.
And then let's just, while we're quickly here, we got the very nice boxes, by the way. This is called Fireball Winter Edition. The Winter Edition. This has the.
Ooh.
I said Holy Wax, but it's Holly Wax. Yeah, it's Holly and Mary Wax. Check those. I think one's red and one's pink or something. I can't remember. Yeah, so hopefully in the next few weeks, we're going to be doing like a breakdown on the waxes. And then Luke, if you're still here, I'm going to get all that information so I can get your pro coatings.
Okay. Luke.
This is Holly Wax.
Holly Wax. What's the scent on Holly Wax? It's definitely something to do with Christmas. So
it's let me smell it here. Let me see.
Where's Luke located?
Luke is in, I believe he's in Missouri, right? Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri. This one is very floral. Is this floral?
This is.
And that one's like a pinkish. This one's like, this is the Holly Wax. What is that color? That one's the Mary Wax? It's like a nice red, cherry red.
It's a Holly Jolly Christmas.
It's
And Merry Christmas.
I used to roll in Vegas and live there in the 90s. Also, Detailing Breakdown, I believe, is also in Vegas. So check out Detailing Breakdown. He makes a lot of Fireball videos for the Waterless Max. So yeah, hopefully, Greg, you're gonna come back here sometime.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll drive down to you. I could drive down to you.
I'll come back up with the Mustang. I was gonna bring the Mustang, but I had to put it in for some service. It's misfiring.
It's those Fords.
Well. Yeah, I've got a warranty on it. The part's back ordered for a week or 2.
The air compressor, I forgot the air compressor is even still on. I'm gonna go turn it off. It's so funny. I've had this on for what, like 2 hours? I'm just gonna like slowly bleed it. Next week maybe, or actually, sorry, next week we're gonna be going to Griot's Garage, the headquarters in Tacoma, Washington. But I think maybe later on next month, something like that, we'll try out Flash. Luke, I'll reach out to you. I'll become a pro installer. I'm gonna get, I think their 10-year code, which is called Eternity. Luke, if you're still in here, if you can explain me again, because I'll read the chat later, but of course I can always shoot you a message. But what's the difference between your 10-year Eternity, which is your new coating that's, I don't know if it's out yet, 100%, and Duco or Duco? What's the difference between those two? I'm just curious. And Greg, you got final thoughts on anything?
Well, I think I got some more time. So just so Luke knows, what did we use in the bucket?
So in the bucket, we used a ½ ounce of the Superstar. We used a ½ ounce of Superstar shampoo for 4 gallons, pretty much 4 gallons. And it foamed like crazy. Yeah. And it was actually pretty lubricious and it rinsed off pretty well. Duck Dew.
And then in the foam cannon, we used snow foam.
In the foam cannon, we used, in the foam cannon, we only used the strongest dilution, which was 16 milliliters for a ½ liter. So a ½ ounce for a ½ liter. So if you're using a full foam cannon, you just need, what was it? 60 mils. So like 60 mils is 2 ounces, right? Yeah. My breath, I'm just garlic.
Yeah, and the cling from snow foam was phenomenal.
Yeah, actually it was pretty good. There were certain parts of my car that have certain things, sealants and whatnot, and there was certain, like the window I think was moving much quicker. Certain windows were moving quicker. So eventually I should do like a full reset on this car so I can kind of like really dial in like why it's really slick on certain areas or not. But I think it rinsed off very well. It had like a nice citrusy smell, like
It filled up outside.
Yeah, it was like a grapefruit citrus. I think I liked it. It was like a, what do we call it? A red Mountain Dew? Yeah. Or like a cranberry, like a ginger ale cranberry. Yeah. It was very nice. Yeah, like something like that.
I think Flint Star said something.
Yeah, and the pour was actually pretty good. It was a little bit, actually the snow foam pour was a lot better than the Superstar. The Superstar had the viscosity of kind of like Rogue. So I'd say it's like a medium viscosity. Doable. Right? No incredible suds V1. Nothing like super thick. But like I said, this is on sale right now currently at Fireball USA. This is like $17 or $18. This will yield you like 64 washes if you do a ½ ounce for 4 gallons. I recommend, if your car's not terribly dirty, probably just 2 gallons. So maybe a ¼ ounce for 2 gallons. This could last you 100 washes, okay, for $17. Check it out. I would check it out. Again, if your car is relatively maintained, you don't need any aggressive pre-washes or any aggressive like contact shampoos. That's a really good choice. I wouldn't want to spend, like $100 for like gentle snow foam or anything like that. We got like 30 people in the chat. Just reminder, #Fireball. I'm giving away. You get to choose. You get to choose this flavor, honey banana. I think it's honey banana, or the red one over there, which is papaya. And I'm going to be giving you 4 ounces. That's pretty much 8 washes, 8 to 16 washes, depending on the recommend that I just mentioned. So good luck to your 3 winners, 3 people, okay? 3, this many. That one, yeah, that one. I'm kind of like just chilling now. What do you think, Greg? What are your overall thoughts? And
so for people that don't know, I drove up 3 hours. I'm up here in Seattle for the weekend and helping some people. And Dan and I touched base, about a month ago?
Yeah.
About a month ago, and we decided to. I decided I wanted to stop by. Dan said, "I'd love you to stop by."
Yeah.
And so got up here just about like 5:30, quarter after.
Yeah, like a little after 5.
Yeah, and we just met his family, came out, showed me his garage, got a huge garage, got a weird...
That's the ghost of Franco over there. I'll show you
that's
the ghost of Franco.
Yeah.
right there in that corner.
Yeah. Really,
That's Franco. I have to move because the camera.
Yeah.
That's Franco. Hi, Ghost of Franco.
So,
What is he?
Torta in the comments, he's saying. What is the what's the hashtag? What tonight?
Hashtag Fireball Torta. Minus Torta. Hashtag Fireball.
Hashtag Fireball in the comments after the live.
And I want to briefly show the shampoos that we're also going to be giving away later on. Probably not this month, but maybe. Zoom out. Double click. Duck2 is a very special to the Korean people. They fought very. I have to read that. Luke, I don't know. Luke just said it disappears when you.
I got it.
Okay.
It says Duck2 is a very special to the Korean people. They fought a war against Japan to secure it, and it's very sacred. Duck2 represents this heritage and love for the sacred islands of Duck2.
Interesting.
I think I've seen in some YouTube videos about some monuments and that subject.
Well, that's very interesting. I personally, since I'm ignorant, I would say it's hard for me to pronounce it because I don't know what the words are until you kind of know about it. But the fact that it has significance, it makes a lot of sense. These are the bottles that I'm going to be giving away with the shampoo. Later on, not tonight, but in general, I want to straighten this out here. Oh my gosh. Straight. Look down. Oh, this is because it's following. Later on, a few weeks from now, we're going to be checking their interior cleaner and their interior coating, which is Napa Cleaner and Napa Coat. If I've never tried any of these, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about them. I'm familiar with Coach Chemi, so to me, this is going to be like a Polestar, and this is going to be like a Top Star, like Top Star Mobile Detailing, right? And then, so we have a couple of bottles. I'm going to be later on in the future streams. I'm just kind of giving you the TDLR of this. I'm going to be giving away some samples, so that'll be really good. I heard the Napa Clean foams very well. We got a couple of samples. We got the old bottle and the new bottle. We'll break down these later. We got Show Tire. So this is their solvent Show Tire. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they have like 4 different tire solvents. They have a satin one, they got a matte one, they got a high gloss, which I think is this one, and whatnot. We got 2 different glass cleaners. We'll go down in a few weeks. We got an APC. We got their water spots. We got a premium wheel and tire. We got the waterless. This will be a fun one. We got the waterless RTU. And then we have, first, Luke, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're essentially the same thing, even though I don't know why they're different colors. But this one is a concentrated version, and it can dilute between 1 to 20 to 25. And I personally, though it's not recommended or instructed, I'm going to try this out and see if this performs as a rinseless wash. First, I'll try the traditional method of 256 to 1. But I think if you watch Detailing Breakdown, I think he tried this at 128. My tank is still drying down there. It's so funny. 128 to 1, and I think it does very well. So we will try that on a later date. And then we did Grace. Okay, so later on, I will give away a couple of bottles of Grace. We literally dried off like 2/3 of the car, and all we used was this much, guys. This is like a $5-10 bottle. Okay, I just bought samples. I think the 500 mils is like $20 or $15-30. It's affordable, right? Because you don't really need very much. And this is just a bottle. It comes with the waterless concentration. So, oh, and I didn't really talk about these very much, but we have another pH neutral soap foam. The ones I'm giving away are 1 to 700. This is 1 to 1,000. So you need even less product. I heard this one smells like crazy good, and I'm excited to try that sometime. They have a hydro foam, which to me, that's like your car is already cleaned, you rinsed it off. Now you're gonna pressure wash this on and rinse off. So like a spray and rinse off. And then they have hydro shampoo, which is essentially the same thing, except this is designed for a contact. So this would be probably before. This would be like your contact with protection. And then they have an acidic wash. I will be giving away these bottles. And we went over snow foam today, which I will also be giving away these bottles. You saw I only used, so this is 100 milliliters for like $7 or something. We only used, what was it, 16? We only used a half an ounce for the foam cannon. So this should last you like quite a while, right? Probably like 4 or 5 washes. So this stuff is very concentrated, very affordable if you actually know the dilutions. I think Luke just said something. I'll read it later. Oh, and we got Easy Coat, which if you're familiar with the spray on rinse offs, this is going to be like Geon Wet Coat, Kataba Wet Coat, but it's similar to Kataba and Luminous where it's dilutable. I think this goes to 1 to 15 to 25. I think Luminous and Kataba is 1 to 100, 1 to 200. So it's not as strong, but I've been hearing like some really good things about Easy Coat. So hopefully at some time I will be trying Easy Coat and I will be giving away a couple of samples because you don't need very much. So I could probably give away like 1 ounce times 3 and it will still you'll still have plenty to make some products. And yeah, let me put the brain back and start reading the chat. This is kind of what I do. I like go crazy and then I read the chat and then let me go just get the stand here. You can stand here, Greg. I'm just going to come right back. Just going to get the my compressor is still draining. It's not even very big either. It's 6 gallons. All right, we're good. Luke, have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will watch this stuff later. I often miss a lot of things in the chat. I appreciate Greg for being here, helping me with a lot of the questions. I tend to, what I tend to do is I will watch my lives that evening, but then if you know anything about YouTube, it loads and it takes like 24 hours for it to fully load. And at that point, I'm able to actually read the live chat that was on the video. And I notice I miss a lot of questions, like all the time. So sorry for that if I miss your question. If you have one, just keep asking. Don't worry about it, about spamming the chat. Like if, yeah, what's the question?
Oh, no, I was going to read a few. So I'm going to talk loud.
Yeah, no, yeah.
The Korean car, Chingy says the Korean car brands and culture are excellent.
Mm-hmm.
We need some more documentary style content from Korea, like what Jackson from Pristine Auto Lab did with. And if anybody
When he flew over to Korea.
Yeah, anybody hasn't caught that, please go check that out.
Yeah, that was excellent. He doesn't get enough views for that video.
Yeah. Dark Dragon says the Waterless Max does work as a rinseless. For those that don't know,
good.
Dark Dragon is a rinseless
Guru
and has some issues with rinseless. He can't stop buying them.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Good. So the addiction's not just me.
No.
Yeah, Dark Dragon is definitely a rinseless expert for sure.
Yeah. So, Luke, have a good weekend. After you've done it long enough, you can eyeball it without being off by much. So that's instead of trying to figure out what the dilution is. Rico, what's up, everyone? Sorry I'm late.
What's up, Rico?
Rico,
where you been, man?
Jeez.
You knew about this for like at least a day.
Rico.
It's like you're like me. I'm always late.
He's fired. Rico's fired.
Rico, you're fired.
Let's see. Let's hit the like button. Don't like and subscribe.
Yeah, double click the screen. I'm wondering if I think that likes hashtag Fireball at the end of the video. 3 bottles, 3 winners. So if you win, I'm gonna let you choose either the yellow one or the red one. I personally, if I had unlimited cars, I would probably get the green one to try.
And Dark Dragon says, "Why you gotta out me like that?" Well, why you gotta troll me like you do?
And Mondo, I got some grape shampoos just for you. He doesn't like grape.
Okay.
What was the name of the Korean car culture video?
It's if you go to Pristine Auto Lab and search the videos there, he's got. I think it's like
I think it was in January, and I think it was called like my trip to like Korea or something.
Yeah.
He like goes to Korea. He spent. I think it's like an hour-long video or
easily
something.
an hour. It might be
Yeah.
multiple videos.
It might be multiple videos as well. Go to Pristine Auto Lab. His name is Jax, right? Jax. And he flew to Korea last year. He doesn't speak Korean.
Yes, he does. He is Korean.
No,
he's from Brazil.
Yeah, he's Brazilian. He doesn't speak Korean.
He does.
Very little or something.
Very little.
He said, I think his wife speaks more Korean or something.
He's Korean.
Okay, but I know he is Korean, but he's born in Brazil. He's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
And he went there, and I think he tried to obtain most of it because I don't think Korean is not like his main language. So
No.
I don't know. I think he had some translators or something. But yeah, check that out. It's a really good video. I learned a lot. I think that's what got me knowing about this guy because I was like, whoa, that's cool. You went all the way to, and then I think Eddie and Jamie were like, because I think they were planning to go to Korea too.
Well, some stuff
It's not
happened,
cheap.
so,
It's not
yeah,
cheap to fly
not
out
cheap.
there.
So, question for the chat. What after watching the video and doing the wash, what are your impressions so far? I'm seeing several people asking how to get a hold of Luke and some interesting positive
Which Luke?
from Fireball.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And some interesting and positive comments about the Fireball products. Which is great to see, and just being here with Dan and using the products that we use, they seemed really good.
Yeah, they're really easy. I kind of want to try the rest of the car eventually.
Yeah, but you can't wash the hood
For a week.
For a week.
Yeah.
How long?
7 days.
7 days. Right.
7 long days.
Yeah.
With pollen and everything.
Yeah.
I'm curious in the chat what you guys recommend. Do you recommend coating your car like in the very early spring before the pollen comes? Or do you not really care that your pollen is like curing onto your paint? Or do you wait for like pollen season to like completely go away and then like it's full on summer and then you do coatings? What are your thoughts, guys? I'm curious. Because to me, I feel like pollen is like getting into your, I don't know, that's just what I feel like.
Yeah. So we've got somebody by the name of EC Details.
Yeah, who is this guy?
He says that he has used Fireball for years. So that's interesting.
I think I recall Eddie Cologne did make a couple of videos, I think 2 or 3 years ago. And what was your favorite product from Fireball? I'm curious. Was it the waxes? And if it's a wax, what wax did you like a lot? I think Alien Blood's like really good. Do you want to smell Alien Blood real quick?
I've never smelled it.
Let me grab a little bit of Alien Blood real quick. We got Top Star still in the house on this Friday night. I'm surprised, you guys. We got Legends in the house just chilling. All right, so I'm getting them Alien Blood in the house for Greg to check out. This is the SE edition, I believe. Luke told me this is, I think, the older version. I think the newer version might have Fusion. Fusion Wax actually won a few awards. I unfortunately do not have Fusion, so I can't really tell you, but I'm going to give you, they got Candy Sherbet. Here's the Alien Blood. Check this.
All right.
Check that color,
Eddie
too.
Says his favorite is the Panel Prep Butterfly Ghost, and their tire dressing SiO2 was nuts.
So Butterfly, I believe, is their 5-year coating. All of their coatings are single layer except for the Doc Dew, which is a 2-layer coating. I heard Fireball is really good, or Butterfly. How is the Alien Blood?
Nice.
Yeah. It's super buttery. I think this is like the slickest one out of all of them.
Eddie's saying 7-year coating.
7-year coating. Okay. Yeah. I have the notes here. My screen's already put away. Yeah. Got any last questions? See, we got Top Star in the house too. That's crazy. We got Top Star.
Yeah, we've got.
Fireball feels great,
people.
Christy. Fireball looks great, but it also, I think for me, the best part of Fireball is it has that really buttery feeling. It wipes off, like, we haven't done any waxes yet, so I want to have you come down and wax. But for me, the smell, when I'm waxing this car, it stinks up the whole car. I could smell it for hours. And to me, it's very pleasing to me. To me, it's a very pleasing smell.
So I've got like a 4.5 week vacation coming up, travel back east.
Okay. East. Yep. See family.
It's family and a bunch of people, and from Florida all the way up to northern Pennsylvania, and then back over here for a couple of weeks, and then over to Chicago. I will be able to come up sometime end of June, July.
And I should be still here. I really don't know if I'm going to be living in the state of Washington or Chicago. I might be hanging out with Eddie. Are you coming out to Chicago when we do that pizza bus tour thing that Eddie was thinking? Did you hear about that?
No, but if Eddie's talking about
I believe
pizza bus tour,
I think Eddie was talking about September, like something around like midsummer.
Yeah,
and we're gonna go to Chicago. We're gonna take a bus and we're gonna try a bunch of pizzas. This is what his idea.
See you later, Top Star.
Top Star, have a wonderful evening. Stay cool. Appreciate you coming by.
Hey, Eddie, I'll come out to Chicago with you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not driving, I'm flying.
Oh yeah, definitely flying. We're definitely
11
flying.
hours is my max anymore.
Yeah.
11,
Especially
12.
with gas now, it's crazy.
And we hitting a pizza joint every 2 hours. My man.
Flats. There's a lot of good thin crust pizzas in Chicago. It's not just all deep dish. There's actually some good pan crust too.
Yeah.
Get me hungry.
Yeah. So, just for me, thanks for having me
Yeah,
over.
of course. Yeah, it was my
Great meeting
pleasure.
the family.
Yeah.
I had a blast. Can I tell everybody about my videos?
Please do. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
if you haven't checked out, the last video I put out was a
Series.
3-part series with Young Alex. And I went a little crazy with a preview, including people from as many people as I can in my videos from the community, and had a blast doing that. My preview for this one is a Mission Impossible, and where I'm using Detail Co products, and I've got twice as many people from the community in that video. And some surprises, a couple surprises in there too. It's going to be a blast. And I've already got the next wash planned sometime mid-July, and we'll have a preview of that. I don't want to say what it is at this point.
No, when you say the preview, are you talking about the product or are you talking about the vehicle?
I don't do product reviews. No, the preview is like when you go to a movie theater.
So I mean, no, I'm saying like, are you hiding that you're doing a car? Are you hiding the product that you're watching? Okay.
And the product, yeah.
Okay, so both are not going to be disclosed until later on. Okay.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
They'll be in the Detail Co video.
I'm aware of it, but I want to make sure the viewers know that he has a specific car and specific products that he's going to discuss or disclose at a later time, and it'll be pretty interesting. From what I know, it seems pretty good. I don't think I'd have the patience to do something like this, but I think he's going to have a good content, as I'd say, right? He's going to have good content for this.
It's going to be Detail Co is a big stretch, but it's going to be fun when everything gets taken care of.
Detail Co is a big stretch. What do you mean?
What I'm doing, the filming.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll give you a hint. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in from the community, and outside of the detail, there's actually going to be we're going to film at a record store.
Quick question. So Greg is a relatively new content creator. He's been doing series, is that correct? So they're usually 3-part series. Are you going to continue to do series?
Yep.
Okay, so his main shtick is 3-part series. Is that what it is, or is it just series in general?
It's just a series.
Okay.
I'm looking at my analytics, and my analytics say, "Don't do 3." My analytics.
It gets boring after 1 or 2. Okay. Okay. So do 2, or just follow the analytics, because it could vary, right? You could just have them cliff notes so well that they really want to watch all 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eddie.
Okay. Eddie, good seeing you. So check out Greg. He has like these specific themes to them, right? The first one was Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
And then
Pulp Fiction Detail.
Pulp Fiction Detail. So Pulp Fiction Detail. And then the second one was Impossible, or the
second one is going to be Mission Impossible.
Okay, the second one's going to be Mission Impossible Detail, but don't you already have 2?
Yeah, the first one was just a video I put together with a couple comedy bits. It was
so that was unofficial. Unofficial.
It was the first one I did. It was for the 240SX.
And okay, and then the second, so this one that's going to be made will be a Mission Impossible Detail. Yeah, theme, like Tom Cruise and the early.
Parody. It's a parody.
Yes. I'm looking forward to all that. What do you guys think? What are we doing here? Let's see. Costello's Fireball in the chat after when this is live, when this is over. Fireball hashtag 24 hours. I'm picking 3 winners, 4 ounces each. I'll let you choose the shampoo. I like the red one. 4 ounces is like 8 washes, 8 to 16 washes.
Yeah.
What are we reading here?
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you.
I like the red one. I'm not a banana guy. I'm just not a banana guy. There's 4 colors. There's purple, yellow, red, and green. I'm green. I think is like a piney. I think I would do the green one. I don't have the green one. I don't have the purple one. Mondo, I saved the grape one for you. He doesn't like grape.
Yeah. So Chingy said I said too much. You know, Vice would probably disagree with that. Every time I talk, he says I don't say too much.
Am I a glug guy? It really depends. Mostly no. I'm usually not. I'm really not. Just to be honest with you, just no. But it really really depends.
I measure
Yeah.
everything.
I'm pretty precise. I
Yeah.
like being precise, especially when I'm trying stuff. If I'm lazy and I want to do a quick wash, yeah, I'll probably pour a little Incredible Suds or a little bit of Rogue, right? Something that I know, or like DIY Nemesis V2 or any of these rinselesses that I'm very familiar with. I'll just kind of like sometimes do twice as much. Like instead of a half an ounce to a gallon, I'll do like 1 ounce to a gallon. And I just know that it's a little stronger. So what I'll tend to do is like, I don't know. I just don't let it dry, and I don't know. I have fun with it.
I measure everything out. You'll
Yeah.
see it in the video. In the videos
Mhm.
I do, I've got a little measuring cup. Everything's measured out.
And you see what I do. I have disposable
Yeah.
measuring cups. I just like
Yeah, I
use
like
it once
this,
and I throw it away. No contamination. I have a whole bunch of gallons of distilled water down there, and I have a
Yeah.
bucket just for the water and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's
And make sure you like and subscribe to the
Yep.
video and
Like and subscribe, follow.
to Dan's channel.
If you have any last questions, I know Greg's got to get back to where he is for the night, and hopefully we will do more of these. Next weekend, I'm going to Griots in Tacoma. So on the 18th, I believe that's Saturday. I'm not 100% sure. So the 18th.
Yes, it is.
And I think it's not going to be 6 o'clock like I normally do. I think I'm going to do around like 11 o'clock in the morning because I think the appreciation day at the headquarters is like 9 a.m. to like 5. So I want to catch some of the demonstrations. I want to take advantage of the 20% off liquids and get like a pre-wash, a contact soap, drying aid, tire cleaning, maybe a tire serum, whatever it is, whatever they call it, and then purchase those. And then the following week, we will do a live and go over those Griots products. So stick around on the 18th. That'll be fun.
So some suggestions when you go to Griots.
Mhm.
You are going to see a lot of cool cars in the parking lot.
Yes, hopefully.
There is some pretty cool cars that are in a small museum inside.
Yep. They do have a showroom.
The showroom, and it's a really nice shop, and everybody
It is pretty.
super helpful and nice. There.
Yes, there's yeah, it's very classic. I want to say that nicely, right? They're
Yeah.
very timeless. They don't really move very fast with the you know how like this industry moves real quick sometimes. They're very, I want to say nicely, they're very timeless.
Yeah.
Okay. I have the Griots foam cannon. I think it's one of my favorite.
Boss.
Yep, the Boss. I have a rinseless. I have their polish. I have a water spot remover. I have a couple of things from them. I don't have very much though, so
Yeah.
it'll be nice to kind of like get a couple products, let you guys see the headquarters, maybe some demonstrations. I really don't know. I might call Griots this week
Yeah, I would
and just
call.
see like what's a good time and like what are they gonna do, so I can kind of like give you like the best experience. And that's pretty much it, guys. Yeah. Any last questions? Did you see anything there on the chat? Night, Christy. Have a wonderful evening.
She go.
She gone.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate
Yeah, guys. Thank you so much.
it. And thanks again, Dan, for
Yeah, absolutely.
having me here.
Of course.
It was a blast.
Yeah, and then we'll just kind of wrap it up, and I'll let you guys do it. You guys have a wonderful evening. Keep it tight. Keep it clean. This is my tagline. No one's ever heard this tagline. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.
Peace out, guys. I appreciate it, Chingy. Thank you, Don, for staying out. #Fireball.